Job getting over, cutting that off. You'll hold that to a single there.
Baseball and softball action on KSVP AM and FM and at KSVPTV.com is presented by Abo Empire, Amigo Machinery, Artesia Animal Clinic, Artesia Credit Union, Artesia Ford Sales, Artesia General Hospital, Artesia Historical Museum, Artesia Plumbing and Heating, Big O Tires of Carlsbad, Bob Reed Pest Control, Kane Electric Supply, Carlsbad Ford, City of Artesia Police Department, Central Valley Electric Cooperative, Needs Incorporated, Devon Energy, Eddy County DWI, Edge Safety, Eastern New Mexico University Portales and ENMU Roswell, Faith Baptist Church, Ben's Country Market, Forest Tire of Artesia and Carlsbad, Guy Chevrolet, H&R Block of Artesia, Hermosa Church of Christ, Hawker & Sons, Incredible Printing, J&J Home Care, J.S. Ward, KC Light Tower, KFC, La Fonda, Lois Oliver Real Estate, Los Agaves Restaurant, Mac Energy, Maupin and Brown Dentistry, Nell's Floral, Pecos Valley Equipment, Pressure Services, Smile Expressions, Sandy Stockton and State Farm of Artesia, Spur Energy Production, Tate Branch of Artesia, Turpinning & Sons, Trustmark Roofing, Western Bank, and Wilbanks LLC. Now, on to the action.
La Fonda Restaurant in Artesia has always been known for its great atmosphere and even better food. Well, now you can come in and enjoy a delicious meal with a glass of beer or wine. Come see our full beverage menu today. Don't forget about our lunch buffet with lots of sweets, and we cater too. Come see us now for all upcoming parties and events. The Perkins family invites your family to come in and enjoy a meal with us. La Fonda Restaurant, proud supporter of the Artesia Bulldogs.
The Artesia Historical Museum and Arts Center now has their very own website. Visit artesiamuseum.org to stay up to date on events and exhibits. Look through historical photos of Artesia, submit research requests, and more. For information, please call 575-748-7345. Stop by the Artesia Historical Museum and Arts Center at 505 West Richardson Avenue or online at artesiamuseum.org. Open Tuesday through Saturday from 9 to 4. This ad paid for by Artesia Lodgers Tax. The Artesia Police Department wants to remind you to lock up your vehicles, take your keys with you, and never leave valuables in your vehicle. If you're looking for a rewarding career in law enforcement, the Artesia Police Department is looking for you. The department is currently hiring certified and uncertified officers. Take advantage of a great retirement plan, paid leave, and medical benefits. Apply in person, online, or call 575-746-5000 for more information. The Artesia Police Department is an equal opportunity employer. And please always remember, don't drink and drive.
Some wounds need expert care to heal properly. At Artesia General Hospital's Wound Care and Hyperbaric Medicine Center, we use advanced treatments like hyperbaric oxygen therapy to help chronic wounds heal faster. If you or a loved one has a wound that won't heal, call 575-736-8235 today and take the first step toward recovery.
Attention sports fans! Come explore Carlsbad Ford's huge inventory. From sleek sedans to rugged trucks, Carlsbad Ford has a huge variety of vehicles to fit your lifestyle. The best cars, the best trucks. Come find out why Carlsbad Ford is the best in southeastern New Mexico. Oh, yeah! At Carlsbad Ford Lincoln, their team is dedicated to helping you find the perfect vehicle with the best offers available. Carlsbad Ford, 2802 West Pierce, a proud supporter of high school sports.
The Eastern New Mexico University System is proud to present One Eastern Day, sponsored by J.P. Stone Community Bank, on Thursday, May 1st from 4 to 9 p.m. on the campus of ENMU Roswell. Come join ENMU for a family fun night featuring food trucks, inflatables, face painting, info booths, and live music by Roswell's own Grupo Maldad from 7 to 9 p.m. Bring the whole family out on May 1st to ENMU Roswell and join us for One Eastern Day. Visit roswell.enmu.edu for more information. Eastern New Mexico University. Student success. That's what we're about.
Psalm 119 in verse 9 and 11 says this: How can a young man keep his way pure? By guarding it according to your word. And then the psalmist goes on and says, I have stored up your word in my heart that I might not sin against you. See, the whole idea in life is to make sure that we hit the mark the way God wants us to hit it. I need to be able to not sin in a way in which is displeasing to God. And so how do I keep myself pure? How do I make sure that I'm doing the things that God wants me to do? Well, I need to read His Word. I need to study it. I need to meditate on it. I need to keep it close to my heart and close to my life. And do it to the best of my ability. And so, is your life pure today? Is it the way that God wants it to be? If it isn't, then are you studying? Are you making sure that you're doing it His way? If you're not, come visit us at the Hermosa Church of Christ and let us help you.
Hey there, Bulldog fans. Joby Hodling here on KSVP Radio and KSVPTV.com. I'm joined by Coach Bickle, the Bulldogs head coach for the baseball team. And first off, Coach, congratulations. You're the new head baseball coach.
Sure, thank you.
And then secondly, let's talk about, it seems like I missed a lot because basketball went long and I haven't been to a lot of your games as I normally have been in the past. But I got to be here for this past weekend, and you guys had the Artesia Invitational, and a great tournament, great turnout by crowds, and you guys did great. You won the tournament. So let's talk a little bit about, or I'll let you talk about those games and what you guys saw and how you feel about it.
Yes, sir. First off, it's great to have the basketball kids back, and it's fun to have those athletes that are competitors, and they learn to win in those other sports. And so that's a great problem to have when our radio guys are calling a championship game the week before, and we're 7 games in, and it's a great problem. That's Artesia, though. But again, Artesia showed up for the home tournament. That was a huge crowd. We started off with Deming. They came in as a number 4 seed, and we really wanted to make a statement, and the boys came out and they made a statement. I really challenged them. I said, they're good, but I think we're better. Let's go show it. And then and so we did, and it was 10-0 real fast. And then Jack Byers came in, and we kept him under that pitch count, and then Dalen Pacheco came in, and so you'll kind of see a little bit similar duo coming up, and so they really did good for us. In the Roswell game, we got to talk about that one in the locker room. Traditionally, Roswell comes back and gets you. You can be up on them, 7-0, and then 6th inning, and they come back and win. And they did it to us last year. They did it to Los Alamos this year. And so we really preached we got to play all 7 innings. And I told them, hey, they're good on the bases, but I think we're better. And so they really kind of took pride in that one. And you can see how they kind of stole and moved around 2nd and 3rd. And that was fun to watch. It's just a fun game. And so they ended up playing all 8, actually, instead of all 7. And then you top it off with Goddard. Like, that was icing on the cake for the kids. They were amped up, a home crowd tournament championship against a district rival, and we brought up the tradition of that game too. And you go back and look at the scores for the last 3 years. It's 5-2, it's 6-4, it's 10-8, it's 7-5, and they're real close scores. So we told them, like, guys, traditionally this game is tight. So, but you don't have to play it tight. You go do what you do and trust your training, and it showed up. And so really, really excited to see what this group can do this year. They're really taking on coaching in the new direction, and I think they really feel the support behind the community.
All right, well, now this evening here, just in a little bit, you're taking on a New Mexico Military Institute. And so talk about that. It's a 3A school, so you drop them down, but you're going to get to play a good team. I think they're ranked number 2 in the state in 3A. Talk about those guys.
Yes, sir. So what we know about NMMI is they got 2 Maloney brothers, and they're pretty good. One guy's got a little bit of velocity. I'm expecting to see him tonight, just kind of off their sequences, and so the guy can bring it. So we're gonna really challenge our kids to stay short and see if they can carry that on into this tournament this weekend too. Also seeing some higher velocity arms and things like that. And so what's interesting about NMMI is they're 2A, or I'm sorry, they're number 2 in their class, but man, they play the game at a higher level. They can see the bases at a different level, and they do some show and goes, and they move around the runners definitely at a much higher level. And so that's why we kind of like this game, is they're going to compete, they're going to play baseball at a higher level, and it shows where they're at in their ranking as well.
All right, Coach. Well, good luck. Bulldog fans, we're going to be back here in just a few minutes. We've got this game from NMMI, and looking forward to a great game tonight, and then we'll talk about going into this weekend later this week up in Rio Rancho. Go Bulldogs.
Do you know what the hardest part of dealing with the roofer is? Just trying to get them on the phone. Jennifer here from Trustmark Roofing, and I want you to know that you can always trust Trustmark Roofing to answer our phone. Need a free roof inspection? Just call us at 575-755-ROOF and we'll answer with a live person, a real human being. Have a roofing project already going with us and need to discuss it? Just call 575-755-ROOF and we will answer the phone. No answering machine, no voicemails, and no weird robot automated attendant. That's because at Trustmark Roofing, we're all about relationships and treating people right. That's true for customers and vendors and insurance companies and employees. Anyone and everyone who comes in contact with our company. So if you have any roofing needs at all, trust Trustmark to treat you right and to answer the phone. Our number again is 575-755-ROOF or find us online at trustmarkroofpros.com.
Trustmark Roofing, we put people first.
With a guarantee of 100% accuracy and your max refund or your money back, you can file with confidence and convenience at an H&R Block office near you. Just walk in or make an appointment to get your taxes squared away as early as today at your neighborhood H&R Block. All tax situations are different. Not everyone gets a refund. Limitations apply. See hrblock.com/guarantees. In Artesia, see H&R Block at 502 West Texas, 575-746-3456.
Family owned and operated for 4 generations, Forest Tire is here to service all your tire needs day and night. With your busy travel schedule, what you need is a tire that can keep up. Like the exceptionally long-lasting Michelin Defender tire with an 80,000-mile warranty and the safety you expect. You can lose track of time and focus on what really matters. For all your tire needs, brakes and alignments too, Forest Tire Company is a friend you can always count on. Forest Tire, keeping you rolling since 1944.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin & Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin & Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin & Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
Southeast New Mexico College offers a variety of associate degrees and certificates to help you pursue your educational goals. You'll find high-quality, affordable associate programs like business and nursing. Certificate programs like natural gas compression, welding, and industrial maintenance are offered to serve the common needs. Find your direction at SENMC. Navigate new pathways through higher learning at Southeast New Mexico College. Learn more at senmc.edu.
Get great service with Pressure Services. Pressure Services LLC specializes in hydrovacs, vacuum trucks, kill trucks, sandblasting and coating, and roustabouts. The Bulldogs are champions on and off the field, and Pressure Services LLC are your champions when it comes to dependable, accountable, and efficient service. When you need it right, Pressure Services will be there for you. Pressure Services LLC, 575-736-1047. Go Bulldogs!
Hello, Bulldog fans. Joby Hodling and Lee Johnson, and we're live at New Mexico Military Institute, and taking on the Colts. And Lee, it's a pretty day for baseball.
It is. Got a little breeze. It looks like it's going to be blowing from home plate to right center. Not much, a little bit, but it is going to help a little bit on a ball in the air.
It's going to be a lot different than what we had blowing in on us at the Artesia Invitational.
The fields are, opposite directions for sure.
Yeah. Well, we've got the fields are set opposite. Still the same wind, I guess. Not as big, but it's blowing out here, and Artesia is blowing in.
Right.
Well, we've got the New Mexico Military Institute's hosting the Artesia Bulldogs, and of course, Lee and I got the call of the Artesia Invitational, and the Bulldogs come through those games. They win their own tournament and do it in kind of big fashion as they defeated one of their nemesis, the Goddard Rockets, 10-0 and 5 in the championship game. So great weekend for the Bulldogs. And last week, Lee on Max Preps, before our tournament, they were ranked number 8 in the state. Today, the new rankings came out, and they're number 1 after that tournament. They're number 1 on Max Preps.
Jumped up 7 spots. 8 spots.
Yeah.
Right.
and number
Awesome.
1 on the coaches poll. And I think this is the first week the coaches poll come out. So
Okay.
Bulldogs sitting in a good spot. NMMI sitting second in the coaches poll and third on Max Preps. Of course, they're 3A, more 4A, but a good quality club here.
It is. Yes, they are. We're coming into this game with a 4-game winning streak, Joe.
Yeah.
So hoping to keep that going and into this weekend up at Rio Rancho at the South Fuentes tournament.
Yeah, that game, the first game there will be at 5:30 on Thursday afternoon, taking on Cleveland. I'll be up there. I'll set up my office right there on their mezzanine at Rio Rancho. Right. One of the only places. There's only a few in New Mexico that I believe are as good as ours, and that's one of them.
That's a neat ballpark, isn't it?
Neat ballpark,
yeah.
And they've got a mezzanine that has cover, so all the stands are under cover. So if it's bad weather or something, you can still sit out there.
Exactly.
But they don't let us use the press box. That's the only thing that aggravates me. They won't let the press sit in the press box.
we would let them use ours.
Yes, we would. But that's okay. All right, let's go ahead and get the starting lineups right quick. Number 5, Tegan Maloney is going to be the pitcher, and he's leading off. Number 7, Nicholas Barcenas is the center fielder, batting second. The shortstop, number 1, Javier Epiz, is batting third. Number 20 is Nicholas Barcella. He's the catcher and batting cleanup. Number 15 is Grant Maloney, playing first base and batting fifth. Number 3, Rodolfo Anaya, playing second base. And we're going to go ahead and stand for the national anthem, so we'll be right back, give you the rest of the starting lineup. Stay right there. All right, so the rest of the starters for the NMMI Colts, we've got already said it, number 3, Rodolfo Anaya, playing second base and batting sixth. Number 4 is Noah Martinez. The third fielder is number 13, Constantino Skopelidis. He is batting eighth. And number 8, Caden Carter, the left fielder, batting in the 9 hole. For the Artesia Bulldogs, of course, we're the visiting team here, so we'll start batting. Number 17, Frankie Glendo. He is playing catcher and leading off. The shortstop is number 2, Jet Fuentes, batting in the 2 hole. Jack Byers, the third baseman tonight, wearing number 12 on his jersey, batting third. Number 9, Dalen Pacheco is first base, batting cleanup. The pitcher, starting pitcher for the Bulldogs, number 7, Brant Usherwood. He is batting fifth. The right fielder is number 16, Jet Whitmire, batting sixth. Batting seventh is number 1, Diego Morales. He's playing left field. Center fielder is number 24, batting eighth, Destin Pacheco. And the second baseman, batting in the 9 hole, number 3, Caden Beauregard. And so I believe we've got a good matchup here between top-ranked 3A school and the top-ranked 4A school. So I'm looking forward to some good baseball. The cloud, the wind barely blew on out there, so pretty calm day.
Pretty calm. Yeah, the pitcher, Grant Maloney for the Colts, is their number 1. So that's good. That's good to see good pitching like that, especially early in the season, Joby, because it gets you ready for the end when it really counts.
Exactly. So he is a senior.
Tegan Maloney. Sorry, I said Grant. I apologize.
He's a senior right-hander, and we don't have their height and weight, but he looks like a pretty good-sized kid. A 6-footer at least, I'd get. It's hard to tell when you're up in the booth.
It is.
You know how big kids are.
Thick-legged kid.
But he is a solid-looking athlete. So Frankie will step in here and kind of get up in the front of the box. Well, he started to. Now he's about the midway. So he'll see the first pitch from Maloney. He's going to square to bunt. He does get the bunt down, but it's a high chopper right back to Maloney. Threw a little high, but it's fielded over there.
Thought he was going to throw it over his head.
I thought he was throwing it over his head, but he did not.
Not a good bunt by Frankie, right back to the pitcher, so not a very competitive. He made it easy for the defense.
That'll bring Jet to the plate, Jet Fuentes. He'll come up batting in the 2-hole, of course, batting from the right side, as normal for Jet. So the 1-3 put out, as Lee said, it was kind of a high. He kind of hit it straight down in front of the plate, and it bounced, took a big chop. Pitcher caught it pretty easy on that one hop and turned and tossed it over. He kind of tossed it high, but the first baseman over there, Grant Maloney, his brother, went up and got it. So out number 1 on 1 pitch.
I do know, so if you're watching at home or listening, that they have a artificial turf infield with a natural grass outfield. This turf I know is a little bit quicker than our turf at home.
Okay, a little more compact. Is that how it becomes quicker?
Well, I think the length of the cut on the turf maybe.
Called strike 1 on Fuentes, caught the high and outside corner, the upper end of the strike zone. Fuentes steps back in, and Maloney goes back to work. That's going to be just outside. A 1-1 the count to Jet. On deck is Jack Byers, and in the hole, Dalen Pacheco for the Artesia Bulldogs. Defense playing pretty straight away and a little shallow out and right, everywhere else about normal depth. That ball's going to catch the outside corner, called strike 2. So 1-2 now on Jet.
So Maloney features, I talked to their coach Brad Blackwell, and features fastball, curveball, changeup.
Here he comes with his pitch, and he got him to chase one
good curveball.
On a good curve.
Really good.
So that's strikeout swinging, and that'll bring up the number 3 batter in the lineup for the Bulldogs, Jack Byers. Yeah, Jet, he just couldn't lay off because it looked good enough to go at it. So, and with 2 strikes, you got to.
Right.
All right. So 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. Maloney back ready to go. Pitches from the windup. Here's got a good high leg kick. That pitch misses away to Jack. Ball 1.
Sharp breaking curveball, huh?
Yeah. Got Carter, Barcenas, and Skopolidis from left to right. Here's the 1-0. And he didn't cut at it. I guess it's just a bit outside, maybe a little high. Ball 2. Martinez, Yapez, Anaya, and Maloney. That's Grant Maloney over first. So 3rd to 1st. Barcelo is catching, and here's the pitch for Maloney. And that's a sharp hit ball. That's going to be, could be extra bases. Jack's going to turn, but he's going to hold up. It must. I couldn't see what happened to it. It kind of got deadened out there.
Yeah, that sun's coming through the glass right there. Hard to see.
But a 2-out single gets the Dogs going. So we'll see if they can run a 2-out rally together here, Lee.
Good job by Jack. Just taking what the pitcher gave him, inside pitch, and he pulled it. So,
yeah, I shot it between the third baseman and the line, and it kind of died out there. I thought it was hit a lot harder than that. I thought he might get to second, but
right.
All right, so Pacheco steps in. He's up on the plate. First pitch, it hits him. So a hit by pitch puts 2 runners in play.
Bulldogs got a little mini rally going right here.
They sure do, a little 2-out rally. And so let's see if we can continue it as Brant Usherwood will step to the plate.
Brant starting on the mound for us tonight. He's a big kid.
He is a big kid. We got a lot of big kids.
We got
in
a
these
lot.
Sophomores and juniors.
We got to have some sturdy guys.
We do. All right, so from the stretch, Tegan Maloney, he'll take a peek back at second. His catcher sets up on the outside edge. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled off to the right side and out of play.
Good cut. I've said it before. He does not get cheated.
No, he's going to cut at it.
There's nothing wrong with that. He can hit the ball really hard.
He'll step back in. Runners at first and second. As Maloney gets into it, looks at his catcher Barcelo. He sits up on the outer side again and gets up a little bit. Wants it up. That pitch is a good pitch. Wasn't where he was calling for it, but called strike 2. Good pitch.
He set up outside, but that ball caught the inner third, or if that's what you want to call it. But yeah.
All right, so Maloney again taking a look in. Barcelo will step up on that outside edge once again. Pitch inside, high and tight. Ball 1, 1-2 now.
Maloney's been ahead in the count on all 3 hitters.
Yeah, yes, I was told he was a good pitcher, and obviously he is. On deck is Whitmire in the hole, Morales for the Bulldogs as Tegan Maloney comes set, takes a long look back at Byers, now to the plate. Swing, and it's going to be a ground ball. It gets shortstop, gets it deep in the hole. Oh, got to get back. Now you're going to have to go home, Byers. He rounded, and he's safe. He's safe at home. And then we're going to be safe everywhere. So Byers had turned and started going home, and the shortstop went deep in the hole. That was Yappies. He goes deep in the hole and gets that ball.
Well, it fooled Jack Byers. He made the turn. I don't know if coach was holding him up or not, but he overran the base, and the third baseman went back to the bag, and Jack couldn't get back, so he got in a rundown and did a good job. The catcher was way up the line and inside on the throw from the third baseman, Joby, and so Jack just slid to the outside of the plate. Safe.
He did. He did a good. I saw it when he turned it on. He'd made his mind up. I'm not going back.
Right.
I'm going to make him throw me out. So
that's a good decision by Jack, and the other runners moving up also in scoring position.
All right, so 1-0, Bulldogs. That's going to be called strike one. He couldn't pull the trigger. That's Jet Whitmire at the plate. He started to, and he held up. Just a great pitch there from Tegan Maloney, so strike one.
I think the catcher got lost of where he was in relationship to the plate, maybe.
He may have. All right, here's the pitch. And this time he does not. He checked the swing again, and this time it was a ball. It was a good pitch again by Maloney, trying to get him to chase that cutting ball. All right, so runners at second and third, 2 down. Bulldogs in the middle of a 2-out rally here in the top of the first inning. Barcelo sets up in the middle of the plate. Here's the pitch from Maloney. Swing and a miss. Good pitch.
Well, that tied him up inside, that good fastball.
All right, so the count goes to 1-2 with 2 outs. Whitmire's looking to hit a gap somewhere. Get these two, or just a base hit, probably to score them both. Here's the pitch. And it's too low. Good job by Barcelo. He went down and got that one, Lee.
Really good job.
Because that would have been a run. There's a lot of space between the catcher and the backstop, and that would have been a run pretty easy.
All the way down the lines, there is a lot of space till you get right to the fence out there, but it kind of narrows down out to the fence. But
all right, Maloney ready to go 2-2 with 2 outs. His swing, and he got him swinging, and that'll end the threat as the Bulldogs end up getting a run. They had 2 hits, 1 run. There were no errors and 2 runners left on base as we head into the bottom of the first inning. Coming to the plate will be the pitcher, Tegan Maloney. Nick.
With a deep heritage in oil and gas, Abo Empire is focused on safe and effective energy development in New Mexico. We will continue to make strategic investments in this industry to promote the economic and environmental well-being of our company, our partners, and our communities. We are continuing the Yates tradition. From John Yates Jr., Cynthia Yates Price, and their families, we are your partners in the community and proud supporters of Artesia Bulldog and Lady Bulldog Sports.
Telephone scammers are targeting energy consumers. They demand payment over the phone or warn the power will be shut off immediately. Don't fall for these scams. Central Valley Electric Cooperative will never demand payment over the phone. Please, never give out financial or personal information to someone who calls claiming to be CVE. If you get such a call or have a question about your bill, call CVE at 575-746-3571 to get the facts.
All right, Lee, we're back here. Bulldogs lead 1-0 here in the going into the bottom of the first inning, and it'll be the pitcher, Tegan Maloney, coming to the plate. On deck will be Nicholas Marcinus, and in the hole, Javier Yapis for the Colts. And the other thing, I was told a lot of left-handers in this lineup, bat lefty, so we'll see several, I think.
All right.
And that's where Tegan will start off, switch hitter. First pitch he sees called, strike one for Brant Usherwood.
Really good curveball.
Yeah, he started off with a curveball, and it was a good pitch. I'll give you the Bulldog defense after the second pitch. Right down the middle, but a little bit too high. Ball 1-1-1. So Morales is out in left, Destin Pacheco in center, and Jet Whitmire over in right. As we wait on the second pitch. Galindo sets up on the outer third. That's where he hit, but it's too far out. Ball 2. In the infield, Jack Byers at third. Jet Fuentes is short. Caden Beauregard at second, and Dalen Pacheco over at first with Frankie Galindo catching and Brant Usherwood on the bump. Here's the pitch. Curveball a little high, so ball 3.
He's kind of finishing with that pitch up. He's got to make an adjustment where he can bring that ball down just a little bit. Maybe bend over more at the waist.
Here's the 3-1. He puts it
Good
right down
pitch.
that was actually on the outside edge. Called strike 2 with a fastball. So full count now to Maloney. Barcenas over there in the on-deck circle. Yappies in the hole for the Colts. Usherwood resets, pitching from the windup. Got him to cut at it. It's a fly ball out to center field. Taking a couple of steps back was Pacheco, and then he'll camp out and make the play, and that's out, number 1.
That was a curveball he hit, Joby. So
yeah.
Good job by Brant, not giving in.
All right, so he took him full, and they got him to pop up out to center field, and that'll bring number 7, Nicholas Barcenas, to the plate. He also batting on the left side. Playing center field for the Colts. He'll step in and see Usherwood's first pitch. He's going to bunt it.
Good bunt. Really good bunt.
That was a great bunt, but we got him, so
Jack
good play.
Byers.
It was a perfect bunt as far as just where it was at between the pitcher and the third baseman. Byers is a pretty good third baseman.
He can pick it.
Yeah. It's hard to get. His throw was so good and on target every time that it's hard to get him.
So that bunt, he bunted it pretty firm, which gave Jack, a little bit better chance. If that would have been a little softer and to the line a little more, it would have been, it would have been really close.
All right, Javier Yepes will step in. He is batting from the left side. As Usherwood now do 2 down. First pitch. Swing and a miss on a really good, looked like a curveball. Or was that just straight fast? Looked like it dropped out on him, but maybe it didn't.
It was a curveball. I didn't ask Coach if he throws a changeup or not.
It could have been a changeup, too. A lot of change of speed. That pitch inside.
That was the curveball there.
For ball 1. So 1-1 now the count. Javier Ware's number 1. He steps back in. 1-1 the count. 2 down. Here's the pitch. Swing, and it's a ground ball foul down the right side for a strike 2.
He's living upstairs with that fastball, so.
All right, so the count 1-2, 2 down. Bulldogs playing kind of shifted to the right side. Here's the pitch.
Nice pitch.
Got him with, he tipped it foul tip and didn't catch it, so it'll just be another strike foul ball.
Galindo couldn't quite hold on to that on that foul tip.
So staying alive is Yappies. He'll step back in. 1-2 the count, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Right down the middle, popped him up. And Pacheco started going back, then he comes forward. Now he's going to back and make the play, and that is out. Number 3 on the fly out to center field, so 2 of those. And a bunt for an out. And the Bulldogs get them in order. 1, 2, 3, no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base as we head into the top of the second inning. Artesia 1, New Mexico Military Institute 0. We'll be back.
Mustang lovers, mark your calendars. Thursday, April 17th is National Mustang Day, and Artesia Ford Sales is the place to be. Bring your Mustang, classic or modern, and show it off alongside fellow enthusiasts. Join us for a day of horsepower, history, and fun at Artesia Ford. Snap photos, swap stories, and celebrate the legend of the Mustang with us. Cruise in, show off, and let's make Mustang Day unforgettable. Artesia Ford Sales, where the Mustang spirit lives on.
To be a champion, each team member must do their part to help the team win. That is true in business too. Ed Safety and Services LLC want to do their part to help your business win. They specialize in several field services: sandblasting, coating steamers, pressure washing, repairs, and cleanouts. Ed Safety also offers drug and alcohol screening and on-site services and safety trainings to make you better. Ed Safety and Services LLC, 575-736-1047. Proud supporter of the Artesia Bulldogs.
Welcome back here to KSVP AM 990, FM 93.7. Of course, we're on KSVPTV.com. Facebook and YouTube, it's KSVP Radio on Facebook and KSVP TV on YouTube. However you're watching or listening, thanks for tuning in. Lee Johnson and Joby Hodling here on the call as the New Mexico Military Institute Colts are hosting our Artesia Bulldogs. And if you're just now joining us, we're in the top of the second inning. Coming to the plate for the Bulldogs, number 7 hitter, Diego Morales. The left fielder tonight on deck, Destin Pacheco, center fielder, and Caden Beauregard, our number 9 hitter tonight, in the hole. Here's the pitch. That's going to be low and away. Ball 1 to Morales.
It's a good job by Brant Usherwood to close them down.
3 up, 3 down?
Yeah.
Gotta like that.
Absolutely. Shutdown innings are great.
All right, here's the pitch from Maloney. Swing. It's a chopper foul down the left side, so strike 1. Give you the defense real quick for the Colts. You got Carter, Barcenas, and Skopolidis left to right. Martinez, Yapez, Anaya, and Maloney. That's Grant Maloney, third to first. Nicholas Barcelo and Tegan Maloney on the bump with Barcelo catching him. That's going to be outside, ball 2. So 2-1 now to Morales.
That curve ball had a big sweeping action to it, more so than what he threw in the first inning.
There's a ground ball. First baseman Maloney will pick it up, go unassisted for out number 1. He hit it pretty sharp, but just right at him, he scooped it up and made the play.
Yeah, sometimes you hit it hard and it goes right at him, Joe, and sometimes you just bloop one and it falls in.
And
baseball's funny like that.
It is, and you don't remember that he didn't hit it hard. It was a base hit.
Right, exactly.
All right, Dustin Pacheco steps in on the left side, or center fielder batting in the 8-hole. Swing, that's a ground ball to the left side. Shortstop will come up throwing, bounce it, and it's going to be caught over there by Grant Maloney, and that is out. Number 2 on the ground out. 6-3 the put out. So that'll bring to the plate. Oh, I messed up there. I didn't finish it. So
we can get a 2-out rally going again.
We
Joby.
need to. That's what we need to do. So Caden will step in. Beauregard, his first time to see the pitcher Maloney. He looks at ball 1 away. Oh, by the way, Kathy sent me, his mom, Kathy Beauregard, sent me a text or a message today. Said, you can call him Bub. There's a ground ball kind of up the middle. Second baseman goes to his right a little bit, makes the play, and that'll end the thread as Bulldogs go 1-2-3. Maloney gets them. And so no hits, no runs, no errors. And as we head into the bottom of the second inning, it is 1-0 Artesia. Stay right here. We'll be back.
This is the time of year we can get all 4 seasons in just one day. Hi, this is Ben Manette from Roswell Seed Company. 1 minute you're sweating in the sun, the next minute you've got slush in your shoes. But that's winter in Roswell. And after 127 years, we're starting to get used to it. It's too early to plant very much, but you can fertilize pecan trees, spray for dandelions, order your bees, and pick up a new seed catalog. So come see us at Roswell Seed. Like Jim Gill would say, enjoy the warm days, but don't go far from the fire.
Dean's Inc. of Artesia provides a superior choice for all your electrification, communication, and supply needs, with a vision to be the premier industrial electrical service provider in New Mexico and West Texas, providing unparalleled quality in supplies and service with highly skilled and conscious personnel. We pledge to our customers to exhibit the utmost in integrity and reputation while providing superior quality in all we do. Dean's Inc., located at 409 Commerce Road or online at deansinc.com.
Welcome back, Bulldog fans. We're at the bottom of the second inning, getting ready to start it. As the Bulldogs catcher, Galindo, throws it down to second base. Coming up to bat for the Colts from the New Mexico Military Institute, the catcher, batting in the 4-hole, number 20, Nicholas Barcella. First baseman, number 15, Grant Maloney, is on deck, and number 3, Rodolfo Anaya, the second baseman, batting or in the hole. So the Bulldog defense, of course, we got Brant Usherwood, the pitcher, throwing into Galindo. Here's the first pitch. A little bit high, a little bit tight. Ball 1 with the fastball. Out in the outfield, Whitmire, Pacheco, and Morales. That's right to left. Pacheco, Beauregard, Fuentes, and Byers first to third. That pitch called strike 1.
Nice pitch.
1-1 the count.
Right down on the knees, right where you like them.
Bulldog defense playing straight away except for out in center. That's another good pitch. Just caught the outside edge. Called strike 2. Pacheco, Destin Pacheco out in center, kind of shaded towards left field.
Yeah, to the pull side a little bit.
Here's the pitch. That's
nice
strike 3.
Pitch.
Really good curveball.
That was a good curveball.
We both were going to say the same thing. Sorry. Strikeout, and that is out number 1 here in the bottom of the first inning.
You know what they say, brilliant minds think
alike.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. One of us has that.
No.
And you guys can't see me, but I'm pointing at Lee. Grant Maloney steps in. Here's the pitch.
Good curveball, looked like.
Yeah, it was.
Or change. I mean, it took a lot off of it. Strike one as he grounds it foul. His coach over there catches it in the coaching box.
I think that's Coach Blackwell, the head coach.
Over there.
Yeah.
Good pitch just inside. Ball one. 1-1 now the count to Maloney. On deck is Anaya and in the hole Martinez for the Colts. Here's the wind and the 1-1. Strike
Good
two.
pitch.
Man, looked like was that a fastball?
It was.
Caught the outside edge. So 1-2 now the count with one out.
Brent likes to work quick too. He's
Here's the pitch. Swing and caught it. Foul ball into the glove, and that is out. Number 2. Strikeout swinging, foul tip.
that working quick by the pitcher, Joby, keeps the defense on their toes because there's not a lot of time in between, and so he gets the ball, gets a sign, winds up, and everybody's on their toes ready to go. So,
yeah, we talked about that this weekend,
right.
And I agree with you, boy, and I like it. I really like a pitcher that works. Swing and a miss. Looked like he foul-tipped it into the glove. Strike one. It's Rodolfo Anaya. Wears number 3 on his red jersey, and he is playing second base this evening. 0-1 the count. Here's the pitch from Usherwood. Pop fly out of play to the right side, so a foul ball strike. For an 0-2 count. So not only working quick, he's getting into him in the top of the.
He's throwing more strikes this inning. Staying ahead of the hitters will sure help him.
He's thrown 16 strikes, 6 balls, 22 total pitches.
Good pitch.
He got him.
Struck out the side.
Struck out the side. Strike out looking. So they go down once again. 1, 2, 3. No hits, no runs, no errors, and nobody left on base. We'll go to the top of the third. We're going to have our top of our order coming up. Frankie Galindo, Jet Fuentes, and Jack Byers will be the next 3 to come for the Bulldogs. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
Hey, Artesia Bulldog fans, are you ready to unleash the spirit of victory this season? Tate Branch Auto Group is proud to stand alongside the Bulldogs as they charge onto the field, court, and track. Just like our commitment to delivering top-notch vehicles and service, your dedication and passion for the Bulldogs inspire us every day. Visit Tate Branch Auto Group today, either in person or online, because when it comes to supporting the Bulldogs, we're all in. Tate Branch Auto Group, revving up the Bulldog pride. Go Bulldogs!
Did you know that God values relationships? At Faith Baptist Church, we exist to begin, build, and broaden a relationship with God and with others. We want a relationship with God through faith in His Son, Jesus Christ, as our Savior. And we also want a relationship with others in a healthy biblical community. Come join us as we strive together to go from where we are to where God wants us to be. 10:30 on Sunday mornings and 6:15 on Wednesday evenings.
401 South 20th in Artesia, or visit fbcartesia.com.
Welcome back here to KSVP Radio and KSVPTV.com. Joby Hodling and Lee Johnson here with you as the Bulldogs coming into the top of the third inning. Top of the order, Frankie Galindo playing catcher tonight will step in. He is 0 for 1. He bunted his first at bat, the very first pitch thrown to this evening by Tegan Maloney, and he bounced it right back to him. He is easy out at first base. So we'll see what Frankie does here. He steps in. Here's the first pitch. Called strike one.
Good pitch. Nice pitch. Both pitchers working ahead.
Yeah, they are, both of them, and that's a good place to be when you're pitching. Barcelo's catching Tegan Maloney. Here's pitch number 2. Swung on. It's a chopper to the shortstop. He's going to have to hurry because, well, he's got him. That third bounce got there quicker than I thought it was going to. Really good play by the shortstop, Javier Yepes. 6-3 the put out because Galindo can get down the line fast. But, boy, it got there quicker than I thought, and he fired him out pretty easy.
Yeah, it looked like it sped up on that second hop, didn't it?
It
a little
did.
Bit, that overspin.
Yeah, it did. That's why I thought, boy, if that takes us time to get to him, we might have a chance. But good arm over there at short, and he fires it over to first base in time. So that'll bring to the plate number 2, Jet Fuentes. He is 0 for 1. He struck out swinging his first time through. You can look at a ball high on the outside for ball 1.
You know, if we can lay off that pitch that's out of the strike zone, that curveball, it'll sure help zero in on that fastball.
There's a ground ball to the second baseman. He'll catch it on the third hop, I think, maybe the second. Out number 2. So a couple of routine infield plays there, and they do them just like they're supposed to. Routine outs. And that'll bring Jack to the plate. He's 1 for 1. He singled sharply and then scored the sole run. He singled on the left side his first time through, so he's 1 for 1 as he steps in. After this first pitch, if he doesn't hit it somewhere, I'll give the defense. Failed to do that. And here's the pitch. It's outside. Fastball, but too far. So Carter, Barcenas, and Scopolidis left to right. Martinez, Yepes, Anaya, Maloney. Third to first, Barcelo catching, and Teagan Maloney pitching for the Colts. Here's the wind and the pitch. Too low. Ball 2.
You know, Maloney wants to work quick, too. Sometimes when you get 2 quick outs and that next hitter, I used to always call him back to the dugout.
Make him wait for a minute?
Just to wait. I mean, just to break the routine. You don't want to get that guy to get into a good groove.
That pitch is too far outside, so ball 3, 3-0 to Jack.
I don't know if he'll give him the green light here or not, Joby.
Well, I would think he would, but, you know, it's 1-0. We're
right
in the 3rd inning. I don't know. We'll see if he takes a cut at it. He didn't because it was too low, so ball 4. So he gets on the back base paths once again, does Byers. He got around to he got around to 3rd and then overrun the bag and on a base hit. And because Pacheco came up and he got hit by a pitch. I got over to 2nd in the 1st inning, and then Brant Usherwood came up, hit a ball deep into the hole between 2nd and 3rd, and the shortstop, Yepes, went and got to it, and Byers kind of had rounded and stumbled a little bit, and he had to go on home.
Right. Just overran the bag and did a good job of being safe at home.
Yeah, he turned it on, and the throw was a little bit soft and didn't get there in time, so that's where the Bulldogs' run came from. Byers gets a pretty decent lead over there first. You're going to throw over to him. He'll dive back in safely. One of the things we talked about over the weekend, Lee, was where Pacheco, he gets right up on the plate.
He does. He's pretty close.
He's got his arms and hands out there.
Pretty close, yeah.
He's challenging him to come in on him. All right, Maloney again from the stretch. Now he comes set. He took a look over at Jack. Jack's off and running. Throw down. If it's there, he's going to, and he missed him, but he got him on the, again, Byers went over the bag.
Overslid the bag.
Yeah, he would have been safe, but he got off the bag, so he's thrown out. And
he didn't get a good jump because Maloney was really quick to the plate then. So,
yeah,
good job by the pitcher and the catcher and the second baseman.
Yeah, everything worked out.
All right.
So 2-4 was the 3rd out, so the Bulldogs go down in order. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. Coming up for the Colts will be the bottom of their order: Noah Martinez, Constantino Scopolidis, and Caden Carter up next.
Incredible in Artesia is open for business, ready to give you the hometown quality and customer service you know and love. Georgia and her team specialize in in-house design for quality custom business cards at a competitive price. From scanning to desktop publishing, if you need it, they can do it. Incredible will be closed March 13th through the 23rd and will return to work on Monday, March 24th. On Main Street across from the Derek Floor statue in downtown Artesia. For all your printing needs, think Incredible.
KCLT is the leader in surface rental equipment and customer service throughout the Permian Basin. With yards in Artesia and Monahans, Texas, you can count on KCLT to work 24/7, 7 days a week. Their professional mechanics are always out in the field and are Dort certified. KCLT is there to make sure your site is ready when you are ready and can certify your man lift and forklift operators on site or in our yards. Save KCLT in your contacts, 575-308-8647. Surface rental equipment all in one place. KCLT, helping you keep America running. Proud supporter of the Artesia Bulldogs.
All right, Noah Martinez steps in for the Colts. First pitch, swing and a miss on a good high right.
It was a fastball. Yeah, he's not going to catch that one. That's that one that looks so good that
looks like you could hit it a mile.
All right.
Up in your eyes. Here's the pitch. He almost tasted again, but he checked his swing, so ball 1-1 the count to Martinez. Scopolidis on deck, and Carter, the number 9 hitter in the lineup, is in the hole for the Colts. Outside, ball 2. 2-1 now to Martinez. Morales, Pacheco, Whitmire left to right. Byers, Fuentes, Beauregard, and Pacheco. Third to first with Galindo catching Usherwood. Here's the 2-1. Swing, it's a chopper to the second baseman. He'll catch it on the hop, throw it to first, and that is out number 1, 4-3.
Well, if you can roll ground balls and easy fly balls, you're in great shape.
You're in the right spot right now because both pitchers are getting that done.
Yes, they are.
All right, Scopolidis will check in or step in on the right side. With 1 out, he'll try to get something going here for the Colts. Usherwood takes a look into Galindo. He's going to set up pretty much in the middle. That's where he threw it. Ground ball over to Jack Byers. He'll scoop it up. Throw it across in time, and out number 2.
He's got a strong arm. He just flicked that ball over there as a rope.
I remember last year he made a play, Lee, and I don't think you were calling with me, but you were probably watching it. He kind of was deep he was kind of like that, but he had to go deeper in the hole. And he turned, he threw a BB. Yeah. And this kid was flying down the line. I thought he was safe for sure.
He's got a really good
He's
arm.
got a rope.
Yeah.
Man. All right, so Carter steps in on the left side. Asking for it high. He's going to throw it right down the middle. Strike one.
Yeah, when Jack gets on top, I call getting on top of it and really four seam. You teach your infielders to hold the ball across the four seams to make the ball. It makes it go straighter than like you don't want to throw a two seam fastball to first if you can't help it. I mean,
that pitch was right on the outside corner, called strike 2. You're right. He does it so well.
Right.
He just throws it straight. It's you couldn't walk over and hand it to him any better. 0-2.
Good.
He got him, and that's strikeout swinging for out number 3. They go down in order again. So he's right now, he's doing pretty good. He's gone 1-2-3, 1-2-3, and 1-2-3.
Retired 9 in a row.
9 in a row. All right, so the score remains 1-0 Bulldogs. They got that one in the top of the first. We'll be back.
Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward and Son Insurance Agency. Auto and home, life and health, personal and commercial. Bonds too, since 1925. We have the coverage for you. Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward and Son Insurance Agency.
Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, home-owned and operated for over 50 years, and here for all your plumbing, heating, and cooling needs. Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling has the expertise to install residential, commercial, and industrial air conditioning units, including the conversion of evaporative coolers to refrigerated air systems. Cut cooling costs with high-efficiency Carrier units from Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, your authorized Carrier dealer. Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, a proud sponsor of the Artesia Bulldogs and our community for over 50 years.
Okay, you caught us. Lee and I talking fishing.
Lost a big one Sunday, but it was a big one. I wouldn't lie about that.
It was. You saw him, didn't you?
I did.
He got off at the boat.
It would have been pushing 5. She would have been.
That's the ones that's the hardest ones to lose when you see them.
Right.
Oh my gosh!
I
when
fought
they're
her.
right there at the
She
boat.
put up a good fight.
You knew it was a good fish, but
and
when
so
you
she's
see
going to be right there and spawn wherever she decides to spawn in that little pocket. So
yeah, she may already have a bed. You may have just went right through it or something.
Maybe she wasn't there today or didn't want to bite. So
there you go. All right. Dalen steps in. He's going to look at called strike 1. Good pitch there from Maloney.
Oh, we got a lot of people listening all over I'm going to say the world and the continental United States also, right?
We usually have some scattered around. That pitch fouled off over toward the Bulldog dugout, and catching it over there was Brent Usherwood, the pitcher. Stuck his hand out and grounded it.
I'm going to give a shout out to Ocala, Florida.
Okay.
And Irving, Texas.
All right. We got listeners in both of those.
I got some people going.
There you go.
Yeah.
Here's the pitch. Good pitch.
That was a really good curveball.
Yeah, it
just froze Destin.
Kind of froze him.
Dalen.
Yeah, kind of froze him. So strikeout looking, but a great stuff. They started out at his shoulder and come on in.
You know that it kind of stayed inside, so it just he couldn't pull the trigger on it, could he?
No. All right, so Bryant will step up. He's 1 for 1. He singled into the hole. That's the one that ended up getting us a run. He's going to swing and pop fly it out of play over to the right side for foul ball strike 1. I've already given their defense. I don't think I have. Carter, Barcenas, and Skopolidis left to right. Martinez, Yapes, Anaya, and Maloney third to first, with Barcelo catching Tegan Maloney. Pitcher's duel here. Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Good pitch. Maloney working quick, throwing lots of strikes still.
Yeah, both pitchers doing a great job. Maloney's now up to 39 total, 24 of which have been strikes, 15 for balls. Here's the wind and the pitch. He got him to chase it. Into the glove. Foul tip, strike 3.
Nice fastball on the outer third.
All right, so Jet Whitmire will step in. He is 0 for 1. He struck out swinging his first time through. On deck for the Bulldogs, Morales, and in the hole, Pacheco, and that would be Destin Pacheco. Here's the pitch. Good curveball, strike 1.
Yeah, that one was really not a sweeping one like some of the previous ones. A little bit tighter on that break.
0-1 the count to Jet. Here's the pitch. That's going to hit him.
Okay.
So hit by pitch, we've had 2 of those. See if the Bulldogs can do something with it as they put speed ×2 down at first base. I still don't know. I'll ask one of the coaches or players who the fastest is. If I ask the players, if I ask the fast guys, which they're all fast,
Right.
they'll say, I am.
I am, right.
That's what happens in my family whenever we're talking about speed. Everybody knows I'm not. But our boys and the 2 dads, Ty doesn't argue too much, but Jeff says he's by far the fastest.
Okay, all right. Jeff got long legs.
He can scoot. All right, here's Morales. He is 0 for 1. He grounded out to the second baseman. He looks at the ball high.
I'm going to say we'll see if Coach Bickle, Jackson Bickle, the head coach for our Bulldogs, see if he might put something on here. Good speed at both places. Well, at first for sure.
Morales can get down the line,
he runs
too.
well.
He does. Jet's got a big lead. He's not going to go. He's going to check swing, and it's going to –
that hit him.
He's out.
He was in fair territory when it hit him, Joby.
Yep, so a check swing bunt, worked into a bunt, but it does hit him, and so that is out number 3.
Or he ran into it, I guess.
Yeah, he was running down.
Right.
All right, so the Bulldogs end up getting no runs, no hits, no errors on the Colts, and nobody left. Well, actually, 1 runner left on base. 1-0 as we head into the bottom of the 4th inning. We'll be back.
Smile Expressions in Artesia encourages you to treat your teeth to a spring cleaning. You'll have healthier teeth and gums, fresher breath, and brighter teeth. Plus, you'll be reducing risk for dental problems and improving your overall health. To schedule your dental spring cleaning, call Smile Expressions 575-746-1900 or request an appointment from our website, artesiadentist.com. Quality dental care, hometown comfort. That's Smile Expressions in Artesia.
Check out this week's savings at Fens Country Market in Artesia. 24 packs of Ozarka spring water are $3.98 each. And cans of Food Club Chunk White Chicken Breast in water are 2 for $5. In produce, 6-ounce tubs of blueberries, blackberries, or raspberries are 2 for $5. And heads of iceberg lettuce are 99 cents each. In the meat department, family packs of Chuck boneless beef arm roast are $4.99 a pound. And family packs of split fryer breasts are $1.69 a pound. These are just some of the savings this week at Fens Country Market in Artesia.
Bottom of the 4th inning as Keegan Maloney will step in. He's the pitcher and he's the leadoff batter here in the 4th inning. And for the game, ball 1 high from Usherwood. Both of these pitchers, we've kind of already talked about it, Lee, but it's really been a pitcher's duel. They're doing a lot of good things, both of them.
It has. They've not given up many hits, have they?
No, and that pitch is going to be just inside. I thought that might accidentally catch it, but ball 2. No, there's been 2 hits in this ball game, both by Artesia.
Yeah, so we got a little I'm not going to say it yet.
Yeah. I know we don't have that power, but sometimes you think you do, and that's going to be a ball 3 just missed on the curveball inside. So 3-0 to Keegan Maloney. He's 0 for 1. He flew out his first time up. Out to center field, and pretty deep, too, out to center. Here's the pitch. Called strike 1. Yeah, fastball on the outside edge. So 3-1 now to Maloney. On deck is Barcenas, and in the hole P's for the Colts. Here's the pitch. Another good pitch. Going to go to, and it goes off the end of his glove. He had to dive for it. Knocked it down.
That's the first hit, Joby.
There's a hit, yep.
I shouldn't have said anything.
Yeah, well, yeah. Well, you started to say it.
Well, if he'd have got to the 5th, I'd have said, we got a chance for a no-no. Anyway.
All right, so that'll bring Barcenas comes to the plate. He's 0 for 1. He bunt out his first time through.
Good effort by Bub Beauregard on that. Just couldn't get quite enough glove on that.
Pretty good lead over there first for Maloney. Here's the pitch. Going to try to bunt again. And we were given some information, and they can't hear us down there. So this young man's going to bunt. He's going to bunt every time. I don't know if the Bulldog, they don't know that, but we do.
We do.
All right, here comes the pitch. Outside, they pitched out that time, I think. Don't you think that was a pitch out? I mean, it was way out there, and he jumped up to throw down to second.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Either that or it was a wild pitch because it was way outside and high. All right, Barcenas steps back in. He's asking for it high again. He's going to get the bunt down. Galindo's going to come up. Nope, it's going to be Byers. He's going to BB over there, and he got him at first.
Boy, bang, bang play.
Yep. That's a great bunt.
If Jack hadn't have taken that, it would have been a base hit if the pitcher
or Galindo got
Galindo would have fielded it.
Mm-hmm.
Good sacrifice bunt.
Next up, number 1, Javier Yepes.
So Yepes will step in with a runner in scoring position, the tying run, and only one out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. So the Bulldogs looking to get a couple outs and get out of this with no scathing, no problem. Runner Maloney's getting a pretty good lead back there. Usherwood took a peek. Now he's come to the plate. Down and in. Good job there by Galindo. Ball 1.
Yepes' toes are right on top of the inside line of the batter's box.
Yeah,
really close.
He's up close.
Yeah.
All right, Usherwood once again takes a long look back now to the plate. High, ball 2. So 2-0 now to Yepes with Barcelo and Maloney on deck and in the hole. Back and forth here, 1-0. Pitchers doing a great job for both teams and a couple of pretty good defensive plays. Here's the 2-0.
Just a bit outside.
Whew, just missed. Ball 3.
That was off the plate, but
yeah,
pretty close.
So 3-0 the count now with one out.
Not all bad if you walk him. We've
Right.
got an open base at first base, which would set up a double play.
In a couple different ways.
Right.
Usherwood to the plate. That's a little bit high. Ball 4.
That's not a bad walk. What has this kid done the last? I think he struck out last.
He struck
time.
out
Yeah.
looking his first time
So,
through. Nicholas Barcelo.
If you're playing the percentages, that's a good walk.
Yep. And baseball is a lot about percentages.
It is.
There was a pretty good movie, Moneyball, that was based on a true story.
Right.
Where they did that, and it kind of worked out.
Right.
For the A's, I think it was the Oakland A's that did that.
Okay.
Moneyball. All right, so Usherwood comes set to the plate. It's right
Good
down the
pitch.
middle. Man, he just couldn't have done that any better. Strike 1 called. Barcelo steps back in. Usherwood to the plate. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Another one he couldn't catch up with. Swung a little late.
Really, I'm looking at the right side of our infield. This kid, if he hits, it's going to hit it that way. And
we're way over there, aren't we?
Well, yeah, you'd like for him to be
high, pop, fly, but I think it has enough distance to get away from Pacheco. He goes all the way to the fence.
And another thing, I'd like for the first baseman to be playing behind that guy, just so he has a little bit better angle to something in the hole. You just, the closer you are, just the less angles you have to a ball.
Here's the 0-2. It's high and tight. Ball 1. 1-2 now the count.
Kind of brushed him back. That may have been setting up the next pitch, maybe.
Let's see a curveball. What I'm guessing. Down and away. See if we can get him to chase it. He's ahead 1-2 with one out. Runners at first and second. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. Bulldogs lead by 1. Swing and miss.
Good pitch. Keep throwing him there if he's going to swing at him.
Strikeout swinging is out number 2, and that'll bring Grant Maloney, the first baseman, to the plate, number 15. He is 0 for 1.
Next at the plate, number 15, Grant Maloney.
He fouled out on a 3rd strike. Foul tipped it into the glove his first time through. All right, so Usherwood to the plate. Call strike 1. Boy, that caught the front end of the plate.
Must have.
Yeah.
He hadn't been calling that one.
Yeah.
But we'll take it.
Yes, we will. 0-1. Usherwood comes set, takes a peek back, and to the plate. Swing and a miss that time.
Yeah, he's very tardy on that. I don't know if he wasn't looking off speed, but he might try to climb the ladder on him right here, Joby.
We'll see what Galindo does.
Right.
He's been showing us both. He didn't show it up high. Yeah, he did. He just showed up high with his glove, so he's going to try to do that. Good pitch.
That's right where he needed that.
That's right
pitch.
where he wanted it, and he
Yes,
did not
exactly.
swing. So good job by Maloney not to, but boy, good pitch. Hit it right where Galindo was asking for it. See if he goes back to it with a 1-2. He's going to set up outside. This may be that curveball. Swing. That's a deep drive. That's going to be trouble. And that's going to be an extra base hit as, boy, our right fielder was playing really shallow. Then he dropped the ball. 2 runs will score, and going into second base standing up as Grant Maloney. And just like that, with 2 outs, hit a double, and they've gone ahead 2-1. Scoring all the way from first base on that gapper. And that's, we got a lot of speed out there. Whitmire's one of the fastest on the team, but he could not catch up. That's a well-hit line drive out there.
I'm not sure if that ball may not have fooled him, Joby.
I think it did. All right, so Anaya at the plate, high, ball 1. He is 0 for 1. He struck out looking his first time through. So the Colts take the lead here in the bottom of the 4th inning, 2-1, and they still in business. They got a runner back there at second base who's got a humongous lead. Bulldogs are playing in behind him, but to the plate, and he hit him right in the middle of the back. Those will leave a mark.
That's going to leave a mark right between the shoulder blades.
My oldest son was playing as a freshman for the Bulldogs on the first year. I think might have been the first year they had a freshman team. But anyways, we were up here. He's playing Goddard, and the Goddard kid had been John at him the whole game. And he drilled him like that, except for he laid on the ground for a little while.
That's not all bad.
No, he did it on purpose. Because after the game, I asked him, I said, did you do that on purpose? He goes, yeah, I did it on purpose. That kid wouldn't shut up.
Sometimes you got to take matters into your own hands.
That was funny. All right, so Noah Martinez will step in. He's 0 for 1. Grounded out back to Beauregard his first time through. Now we got
He's still taking a little time. That one
stung.
Probably knocked the
I
wind out
was
of
looking
him
at the
a
wrong
little
guy,
bit.
yeah.
Yeah.
It hit him square in the middle of the back.
That kid doesn't have much body fat. So
No, he's pretty thin. He might have felt that in his ribs, and it hit him in the backbone, the front of his ribs. All right, so Martinez steps back in. Usherwood ready to go. Runners at first. He's going to turn and throw back. Boy, and it gets by him, but throw it in quick. Should have went to second probably.
Got him at second.
Him. He got him.
So the runner from first tried to advance. Jet Whitmire was a cutoff to third, and he cut the ball and flicked it to Bub Beauregard for the out at second.
Good play there.
Really good play.
By the Bulldogs to keep the runs to a minimum. 2-1 as we go into the top of the 5th. The Colts with the lead. We'll be back.
Sometimes that dog barking is an Artesia Bulldog preparing for victory. Most of the time, however, it's probably just the family pet asking for attention. Artesia Animal Clinic provides a full range of services for just about any size pet or animal. Our new clinic has been expanded to provide better quality of care, including an in-house laboratory, radiology, surgery, herd health, and more. So the next time your pet looks like they could use some extra care, come by Artesia Animal Clinic in our newly remodeled and expanded facility at 110 West Mahone Drive.
Unlock the power of effective financial control with First American Bank's wide range of products to help you manage the inflow and the outflow of your cash while gaining efficiency and maximizing profitability. Plus, with robust security measures available through our treasury management products, you'll have greater peace of mind knowing you have taken steps to protect your money. Let us be your partner in growth and success, because when you succeed, we do too. First American Bank, your local first community bank since 1903. Member FDIC.
All right, Bulldog fans, welcome back here to the ballpark at New Mexico Military Institute.
No, it's not. It's okay. That's okay.
And coming to the plate for the Bulldogs will be Destin Pacheco, the center fielder. He is 0 for 1. He grounded out to shortstop. Yappies his first time through, so he's looking to get something going here as the Bulldogs now down 2-1 after a 2-run inning. And in that inning, the Colts get 2 hits. They were scored 2 runs. There was 1 Bulldog error, and there was 1 runner left on the base paths. And so it's 2-1 here as Maloney goes back to work. First pitch, swung and a miss, strike 1.
Good curveball.
Yeah, that broke down and in, and he didn't wave at it, but he kind of realized, and his swing wasn't as big as you'd like to see. That time it was, but he swings and misses again for strike 2.
Just outmatched on that fastball.
0-2 quickly to Destin. On deck is Beauregard, and then back to the top of the order. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul ball down the left side, and that'll get out of play. So this be a long foul ball strike. I started to say top of the order. It's Frankie Galindo in the hole for the Bulldogs. Tegan Maloney pitching to Nicholas Barcelo, his catcher. Here's the 0-2, and he did not chase it, but he didn't need. I mean, his umpire said you don't need to. That's
inside
called strike
corner.
3. Down and in. So we're at 48 pitches for your pitcher.
I think Coach Black said he was going to try to throw him about 75 pitches, maybe, if he could get that many out of him, or stretch it out.
Well, he's got 48 total right now, and stepping in is Bub Beauregard. He's going to foul that one off to the right side and out of play. Strike 1. He's 0-1. He grounded out his first time through.
I think he said he's throwing again on Saturday, maybe, so he's... I think if you throw 80 or more, you got to rest 4 days, maybe.
Call, strike 2. That was a good fastball, outside edge.
Need to look up the pitch numbers and
what they are,
so that in the days.
Right.
Yeah, just to.
I should too, because I call a lot of baseball games. I ought to know. I haven't looked it up this year. I haven't looked it up ever. That one just misses off the plates. Almost the same pitch as the prior one, but a little further outside. So the count now 1-2 to Bub. On deck, Frankie Galindo and Jet Fuentes in the hole, as the Bulldogs have one out here in the top of the 5th inning. Nobody on. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 2.
Good take.
So 2-2 to Bub Beauregard.
It's just at the twilight of the day, isn't it? It's kind of, I don't know how hard it is to see the ball for those kids.
That's going to be just inside, ball 3. Dirty intent.
Okay.
Full count. Bub steps back in. Here's the wind in the pitch. Outside, he got a walk, so one out walk.
Good job by the 9-hole hitter, Bub Beauregard.
Yeah, I'm going to say all season, Lee. I feel like we have a one-hitter a lot of times in our 9, and that's a good thing to have because
he has really good speed.
He's fast, and he can put the ball into play, but he also is very selective, and so all those things are good for a leadoff hitter.
Right.
It's great for a 9-hole.
Exactly.
All right, so Glenda will step in. He is our number one batter this evening, and he steps in 0 for 2. He bunt and ground out, both of them. Bunt his first time, and the very first pitch over is Beauregard as Maloney throws it over to Maloney. Back in safely. So the very first pitch of the ball game, Galindo kind of chopped it, a bunt, but it chopped up to the pitcher, and he was able to just toss it over to first base pretty easy. Then he grounded out to the shortstop his last time. Good pitch, strike 1 on the curveball.
That was up a little bit, but the top of the strike zone.
Mm-hmm.
Outfielders playing straight away for the Colts, semi-deep, as are the infielders, straight away.
All right, Glendo steps back in. Maloney already looked over. Now he's to the plate. Swing, and it's a chopper to the pitcher again. He's going to have a chance for a double play. He's going to throw it back, but Frankie too fast, get down there. So safe at first, but out at second is Beauregard. 1-6 the play.
Really good feed from Mahoney to the shortstop, Yappies. But Frankie got down the line. That ball was bounced real high and slow, so.
Gave him time to sneak down there.
2-out rally again.
Yeah, we need it. So Jet Fuentes steps in.
Frankie's off. Hit and run.
That's a hit and run. Frankie's going to turn and go to third. They're going to throw it to the shortstop cutoff, and he gets by him. But
I thought.
Yeah, I thought maybe Jet was going to get there to second, but he pulled up, and maybe
that's okay. That's not a bad play by Jet, because you don't want to make that last out at second base with the possible chance of tying the run up with Jack Byers at the plate. For sure.
Exactly. All right, so as Lee said, 2 down, and Jack will step in.
Perfect hit and run by Frankie and Jet.
Yeah, he hit that right, just a looper over on the left side of second base, and Frankie never slowed up.
No, he was going to third.
Yeah.
The center fielder couldn't have thrown him out. I mean.
No. All right, so Jack steps in 1 for 1. He's got a single on the left side, and he's got a walk. Here's the pitch.
Jet's off
Maloney.
on the pitch.
They're going to throw it right back to the pitcher, so Jet in safely, as Frankie never stepped off the bag over there at third.
Right. They tried to throw it back to the pitcher to catch the runner at third.
Yep, and I think that was ball one. I didn't see it, but I didn't see him throw up his.
It was, I believe.
Okay.
Well, I think it was.
All right, so now Bulldogs with 2 runners in scoring position. This go-ahead run sitting in second. Byers at the plate. Here's the pitch. Swing, boy, he took a good cut.
Yeah.
Come up empty.
Good high fastball.
So Maloney coming right after him with that pitch. Got him to cut and miss. 1-1 now the count. 2 down, 2 runners in scoring position. Maloney takes a look at third, second. Now back to the plate and the pitch. In, ball 2, 2-1. To Byers. On deck is Pacheco, and in the hole Usherwood. Scopolitas, Barcinas, and Carter right to left. Maloney, Anaya, Yapez, and Martinez third to first. As Tegan Maloney comes set, takes a long look back at second base. Now to the plate. Swing, and it's a high fly ball to right field.
He's got a beat on it.
Yeah, the right fielder will. Oh, he dropped it! It went right through his glove. 2 runs will score on the error. Jack's going to turn and go to third. Yeah, it was so high, and he ran the whole way. Smart move there by Byers. He never quit running.
You know, the right fielder put his glove up, and right at the last minute, he had to move his glove across his body. He had misjudged it just a little bit. So, I don't know if he lost it right at the last second or not, but the Bulldogs take advantage of it.
Boy, it was a really high, and you know, the wind wasn't messing with it because there's not even a sniff of a breeze. But the Bulldogs take the lead 3-2 on the error. Now at the plate is Dalen Pacheco. First pitch goes by the catcher, and Byers is going to get there.
I was fixing to say that run would be a good insurance run, Joey, and that, sure enough, it will be.
So ball 1, and Byers comes in on the wild pitch.
I think the pitcher could be a little frustrated by what just happened. Yes, and I think that led to that wild pitch.
All right, so with 2 down, the Bulldogs definitely got the two out rally they needed, albeit an error that helped them. That pitch low and away for ball 2 to Pacheco. Usherwood on deck and Whitmire in the hole, see if they can keep it going here. They now lead 4-2 in the top of the 5th inning in this really good pitcher duel. There's a ground ball to the left side. It's going to be a seeing eye single, I think. What do you score it, guys?
Yeah, that's a single. He didn't touch it.
He didn't touch it. He went hard to get it, but he couldn't get there. So Pacheco keeps the out rally going as he singles with 2 outs to the left side, and that'll bring Brent Usherwood to the plate. The pitcher can help his own cause. He's 1 for 2. He has singled. He'll step in. He had a foul tip into the glove for strike 3 out his last time up the plate. Yeah, I mean, I can see okay, but it wouldn't hurt probably. It doesn't do a glare, does it?
No. Swing
and a miss. Strike 1 on Usherwood. We were talking about lights for those of you out there listening to me say things that had nothing to do with baseball. All right, Usherwood steps back in. Pacheco gets his lead over at first. He stretched his lead out a little bit that time. That's going to be called strike 2. Good pitch. Four to 2. Bulldogs with the lead. We're in the top of the 5th inning if you're just joining us. Good Colt team here. Here's the pitch from Maloney. Swing and a miss. He got him, and that is, I think he foul tipped it into the glove.
He did.
For strike 3. So, the Bulldogs end up scoring 3 runs off of 2 hits. There was 1 error, and there was 1 runner left on base. As we go into the bottom of the 5th inning, it is 4-2 Artesia with the bottom third coming to the plate. Martinez, Scopolitas, and Carter. We'll be right back.
RE/MAX Axiom, located in the heart of downtown Artesia at 402 West Main Street, Suite D and E, is staffed with certified full-service professional brokers. Whether you're buying or selling a home, the professionals at RE/MAX Axiom will lead you through every step of the way. Visit their website at remaxaxiom.com or call 575-255-0111 to speak with a licensed broker. RE/MAX, voted the most trusted name in real estate, and RE/MAX Axiom are proud supporters of our community and all Bulldog activity. We have a big name but a small town feel. We rise by lifting others.
Picture this. You're behind the wheel of a John Deere compact tractor. You're effortlessly breaking ground, moving piles of rocks just by moving a lever, and enjoying the sun as you clear brush across your pasture. We could keep trying to put you in the moment, but to really understand what this feels like, you just have to get in the seat.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
All right, coming to the plate here in the bottom of the 5th inning, number 4, Noah Martinez for the Colts. Number 13, Constantino Skopolidis, the right fielder's on deck. And number 8, the left fielder, Caden Carter, in the hole. It's the bottom third. As Usherwood has thrown 53 pitches. Here's number 54. That's going to be a flare. That's going to be a base hit over the first baseman's head. Jet will come up and get it on second bounce, but start off with a single.
Good start for the Colts. As the Bulldogs, I called 2 of them in the tournament, Joby, in the same game. Brant's looking to roll a ground ball, double play ball right here.
Let's see if you can call it again. I like it. All right, Grant comes set, takes a peek to the plate. Strike one called.
Good curveball.
Really nice curveball. Started middle, went to the outside edge. Called strike one. Skopolidis steps back in. He's 0 for 1. He grounded out his first time through. Usherwood to the plate. Strike
Good
2
pitch.
called. That's his fastball. He just painted the corner.
He did.
So down quickly 0-2 is Skopolidis as he steps back in. Frankie asking for it high and on the outside edge. Let's see where he throws it. He goes in. Ball one. So that time he didn't quite hit where he was asking for it. 1-2 the count. Going to ask for it high on the outside again as Frankie. It's time he does throw it high, but too high. Ball 2. He wants to make it close enough to cut at it.
He does. That wasn't a competitive pitch right there, and he really doesn't want to go to 3-2 on this guy. I think he just needs to come after him.
Here's the pitch. He does come after him. It's a ground ball, Lee. Step on it, throw it across. Oh, and the throw was errant. Boy, that would have been.
Got to play at second base.
Good job by Frankie.
Got to be a double.
Oh, and then the ball come out.
That's okay.
Frankie got down the line behind the runner and throws it. It gets by Pacheco on an errant throw by Jet. And then Frankie fires it on a rope, but it hits, well, it's an error.
The runner slid head first, and it hit Jet's glove and just knocked the ball out. It's not that's just the play. That's just the way it happened.
Yeah,
exactly.
I think it was Bub.
It wasn't malicious. Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah, but is that an error?
No.
Okay. On the throw, right. First pitch is.
We had a tailor-made double play right there.
You called it again. All right, so.
Good pitch.
Really, I looked down. Was a strike 2. Strike 2.
Really good fastball.
All right, there it is. He got him swinging, and that is out number 2 as Carter goes down in 3 straight, and the third one is swinging. Strike.
That brings the late top of the order for the Colts, number 5, Tegan Maloney.
So Tegan Maloney will step in, the leadoff batter and pitcher. He steps in on the left side. He's 1 for 2, a fly out and a single. Here's the pitch, down and in. It gets by Frankie. That's going to move the runner over to third, so 90 feet away from getting a run in.
Pitch was way inside. Frankie just couldn't get a handle on it. Tipped off his glove to the backstop. Lots of room from the catcher to the backstop here.
Maloney steps back in. 1-0 the count with 2 down. Bulldogs lead 4-2. Here's the wind in the pitch. Curveball misses inside for ball 2.
Sure would like to retire Mahoney without giving up that runner at third.
Here's the 2-0. Swinging and foul ball off to the left side and out of play.
Good fastball, good cut. Brant won that one.
Yeah, he was behind on it. So 2-1 now the count with 2 outs. Skopolidis down at third base. Here's the pitch. That's a great
pitch.
Strike. Just brought it on the outer third with the heater. 2-2 now the count. Hey, we saw a lot of that this weekend, Lee.
Right.
3 deuces up on the board. 2 outs, 2 strikes, 2 balls. You're going to get him swinging.
High fastball. Just couldn't catch up with it. Great job by Brant. Great job.
All right, so they get one hit but no runs. There was one Bulldog error and one runner left on bases. We go into the top of the 6th inning with a 4-2 lead. Bulldogs 4, Colts 2. We'll be back.
It's Chevy Truck Month at Guy Chevrolet Company in Artesia. Right now, receive 2.9% APR for 72 months on select 2025 Silverado 1500 models. Our new vehicle specialists are here to assist you throughout the entire hassle-free buying experience. We have a great selection of Chevy trucks and SUVs to choose from and look forward to seeing you here on the corner of 1st and Main in Artesia or at GuyChevy.com.
Offer ends March 31st, 2025. APR for well-qualified buyers on approved credit. Visit GuyChevy.com.
Hi Artesia, Cambria here from your local KFC and Taco Bell. And boy, do I have some amazing Tuesday deals for you. If you're grabbing a quick bite for yourself, you gotta try our country fried steak meal. This includes our delicious home-style country fried steak patty served with mashed potatoes and white gravy, creamy coleslaw, and a buttermilk biscuit, all just for $4.99. Looking to feed the whole fam? We got you covered. Try our $20 meal deal. This includes 8 pieces of all dark meat chicken, large mashed potatoes and gravy, a large coleslaw, and 4 buttermilk biscuits. As always, it's great to be a Bulldog, and we hope to see you soon at your local KFC and Taco Bell.
I'll take care of it on air.
All right, Bulldog fans, we are back here going into the top of the 6th inning. The Artesia Bulldogs leading 6-0, and I just said top of the 6th. Yeah, what happened to my scorebook here? Jet Whitmire coming to the plate. Nothing happened to him, just misreading it.
Okay. I do that occasionally. I mispronounce stuff. I've been pronouncing the Maloney's last name wrong, and I apologize for that. It's Maloney's and not anything else.
Well, I don't know. I was just missing it. I didn't know you were saying it.
I lull people to sleep like that sometimes. How's that?
No, that ain't right. I just didn't. It's so close, Mahoney Maloney. I mean.
Well, yeah.
All right, Whitmire steps in. He's been hit by a pitch, so he's reached once. He struck out swinging his first time through. Here's the pitch.
Good
strike.
curveball. Great curveball.
Yeah, that broke right from the inside.
That started at his left elbow and broke beautifully over the plate.
Maloney back to work. 0-1. Swing and a foul tip. Strike 2. We have Carter, Barcenas, and Skolidis out in left to right. Martinez, Yapes, Anaya, and Maloney third to first, with Barcelo catching Tegan Maloney. 68th pitch coming. Here's the pitch. Swing, and he foul tipped
nice.
it.
Did a good job of just getting the very end of the bat on that, Joby.
Yeah, he cue-balled it back to the right side. Got the tip of the bat on it. 0-2. Stayed alive, did Whitmire. Here's the pitch. And he fooled him. Strike 3, but he dropped the ball.
Just couldn't quite
He
squeeze that.
Yeah,
All
he
right.
foul-tipped it into his glove, and he couldn't squeeze it. So the count remains 0-2. 4 pitches in. 1 called strike and 3 fouled off. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled off again, off and out of play on the right side.
Good job by Jet making him throw some pitches.
He is up to 73, and I think we've been told 75 is his max.
It wouldn't be all bad to get him out of the game for the Bulldogs.
Pretty good pitcher, and that's going to be too low.
Really good
Ball
pitcher.
1. So the count now runs to 1-2, and that was his 74th. So we'll see if the prediction holds true. If this is Tegan Maloney's final pitch. Here's the pitch. Swing, and it's a chopper foul on the left side. I guess he'll finish this at bat. He's staying in. I don't see. Well, actually, that's our coach walking over from
Coach
the fence. He went over there to do something. He just walked back out. Yeah, I'll get that foul ball probably. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Good pitch. He got him. Good at bat, but pitcher wins on that one. Strikeout swinging is out. Number 1. And I tell you what, it didn't hold true. I don't see anybody coming in. That was his 76th pitch.
Okay. I think the cutoff may be 81.
Okay. So Diego will step in. Morales playing left field. He's 0 for 2. He steps in and looks at the ball outside, ball 1. Step back in with a 1-0 count, 1 out. And the pitch. Swing and a foul ball up back and out of play on the right side. For strike one. 1-1 now the count. We got Trey Ones up there now. Triple ones.
Tegan Maloney's still throwing. He's still got really good stuff. Good fastball, really good curveball.
There's a ground ball, slow roller.
It's going to be close, no, or not.
No, he came up firing. Yappies with
Yappies. He did it. He can field it.
Yes.
At the shortstop spot.
So the ground out to the shortstop. Made a tough one routine because it was kind of a slow roller if you're listening on the radio, but he just came, scooped, fired, and got him by 4 or 5 steps. So that'll bring Destin Pacheco to the plate. He's 0 for 2, ground out, strikeout looking his last time up. Here's the pitch. Swing, it's a chopper to the second baseman. He'll field it, throw it over, not in time. Ball was hit slow enough. Infield hit.
Yeah, just a routine. He just one-hopped it over there to the home plate side of the bag. It wasn't even close. Destin ran hard. He's not the fastest guy, but he ain't the slowest guy. I mean, he ran it out hard.
So 2 down, a 2-out rally started again.
I'm gonna say, Coach, probably he's put something on every two out situation. We'll see if that holds true for this spot.
With Bub stepping in, Beauregard, he is 0 for 1 with a walk, ground out and walk. Destin over there kind of leaning back to first. Here's the pitch. Ooh, he got him to chase. He was off and going. He's going to get in there safely, and then it scoots out to left, but it'll be a stolen base on the swinging strike, probably a hit and run.
You know what he should have done? I'm going to say he could have got an interference call on the shortstop. The shortstop just stood over him on the bag. If he'd have got up and tried to go to third base, it would have been obstruction.
Yeah.
I mean, he would have gotten third.
Yeah, I don't know that he knew that it got, it got out.
I thought he looked up and saw it.
Well,
but maybe not.
Well, either way, you're exactly right. If he'd got up and tried.
Yeah. And he was right there. He just had to bump into him.
Big cut by Bub, but he come up empty for strike 2.
And he might not have seen the ball, like you said. I thought he was looking that way.
He slid that way.
Right.
His eyes would have been
right
in that vicinity.
But as Mr. Gunn said, the dirt in the film on the window.
Foul ball hard over to the right side toward the Bulldog dugout is going to be a strike, but it's 0-2 the count, so remains that way. You're right. Tegan Maloney's still throwing some good stuff
he's
here.
Still got really good stuff.
He's at 83 total pitches.
Okay.
Here's the pitch. And he got him on a curveball. It was up in the zone. Strike 3 called. So that will be it for the Bulldogs here in the top of the 6th. 1 hit, but no runs, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. 4-2 Artesia. Coming up will be Nicholas Barcenas, Javier Yepes, and Nicholas Barcella. 2, 3, 4 hitters. We'll be back.
Are you ready to succeed? At ENMU Roswell, they cater to your educational needs. Their dedicated facilities and faculties provide you with an exceptional learning experience. From academic programs to behavioral sciences, business, health education, or technical education, ENMU Roswell offers a wide variety of certifications and degree programs designed to take your education and experience to the next level. Register now on campus or online at roswell.enmu.edu. Eastern New Mexico University Roswell. Success starts here.
Devon Energy is proud to support Artesia High School athletic programs. By partnering with Artesia, we're making an investment in the long-term future of our community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership, skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From our team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Bulldogs from Devon Energy.
Roswell at New Mexico Military Institute, and the Bulldogs lead 4-2 as we go into the bottom of the 6th inning. On the bump for the Bulldogs is Usherwood. He has been there all game long and has had a great game. He has only given up 3 hits through 5 and 5, so he's in the 6th here. And he has thrown 67 total pitches. First batter he'll face Nicholas Barcenas. A little bit outside, ball 1.
Yeah, he's looking for another shutdown inning, Joby, and trying to work into he's good to work into the 7th if he doesn't have too many pitches this inning. Just off the plate.
Just off the plate for ball 2. He's hit it twice there to this left-handed batter. So 2-0 the count. as Galindo takes a look over to the dugout to get the pitch. He's going to set up right in the middle. That's where he threw it. Strike one.
Good pitch.
Really good command. He, like Maloney, has been good command all game long.
Around the plate.
Yeah.
Around the plate.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be backwards.
I was going to yell at Frankie in front.
I know.
Sorry. That was a coach in me.
Foul ball, so strike two, it was already strike two, so 2-2 the count.
Sorry, I was starting to say Frankie in front.
Yeah. And like I said earlier, we know up here, they don't know. Maybe they've picked up on it. He bunts every time.
Right.
Because he's got an injury to his shoulder, I think is what it was. All right, so he'll step back in. 2-2 the count. Asking for it high. He's going to bunt it foul down the left side for just another foul ball. So everybody will reset. Get a ball out there to oh, yeah, he was bunting on two strike. I wasn't paying attention. He's out. Yeah.
It's an out, yep.
All right, so that'll bring Yapes to the plate. He is 0 for 1 with 5 and a walk. He's going to see a ball inside for ball one.
Got to keep him honest with that inside pitch. He's pretty close to the plate. All the lefties are real close.
Yeah, he's got his back toe up on the white. Here's the pitch. Another inside pitch. Ball two. So one out here in the bottom of the sixth. The Bulldogs' lead is 4-2. As Usherwood gets ready to go with the pitch, right down the pipe, strike one called. Defense for the Bulldogs sets up like this. Morales, Pacheco, Whitmire, third, left to right. Byers, Fuentes, Beauregard, Pacheco, third to first. There's another one down the middle. Foul ball off to the right side. Was that a changeup or was it a curveball?
I think it was a curveball.
Definitely took something off of it.
Right.
So the count now 2-2 to Yapes. On deck is Barcelo and then the whole Grant Maloney for the Colts. Here's the wind and asking for it up high. He does do that, but a little too wide outside, ball three.
And we get the payoff pitch coming, Joby. Don't want to give up any free passes, but
he's asking for it high in. Let's see where oh, good pitch. It's going to be fair down the line. And Whitmire will get there pretty quick. Gets by Pacheco over at first. He'll hold him to a single, so a good piece of hitting there with full count.
Real good piece of hitting. I'm going to say Damon could have taken one step, and he just got to smother that and get hit by the baseball. That wasn't a very good effort, and he'd probably tell you that.
All right, so we're going to have a courtesy runner coming in, number 22 for Yapes. Or what's he been playing shortstop? So I guess a pinch runner. Oh, gotcha. Well, they didn't tell us, so right now I'm calling him a pinch, but yeah, and it don't matter. We're not the official. Yeah, and that, yep. There's a swing. It's going to be a double play ball. A toss, a turn. He kind of double clutched it, but we got it, Lee.
I thought it. I didn't say it. I should have said it.
6-4-3 double play. The Bulldogs turn it and look good doing it. We're going to go ahead and take a break. When we come back, I'll give you the stuff to that inning. We're in the top of the seventh. Bulldogs lead 4-2. We'll be right back.
There are things you can do to improve the value of your current home if you plan to sell, and a few things you probably shouldn't do. The folks at Lois Oliver Real Estate are experts in real estate in Artesia and can help you with some great advice. If you want to talk to a local expert about buying or selling a home in Artesia, visit with any of the agents at Lois Oliver Real Estate. We know Artesia, and we're ready to help you buy or sell or find local experts who can answer your questions. Lois Oliver Real Estate. We love it here. Find us at 210 South Roselawn or online at loisoliverrealestate.com.
Hey, Robert. I'm your designated driver tonight. Pick you up at 7.
Sober driving today keeps everyone alive tomorrow. Designated driver. Never drink, then drive.
This message from the Eddy County DWI program.
All right, welcome back here. We're in the top of the 7th inning, the Artesia Bulldogs leading 4-2, and we've had some changes. Going to pitch is Javier Yapis, and going to shortstop was Tegan Maloney. So they just swap positions here. And Bulldogs have one more opportunity to get some more insurance runs as they lead by 2, but it don't hurt to lead by 10. So
No, and double plays don't, or as I've said it before, pitcher's best friend. A 3-hopper to Jet. Fuentes at short. Took him to the bag just a little bit. Perfect feed to Beauregard, and he kind of double clutched it, but managed to get on top and throw a strike first for the twin killing.
yeah, and as a pitcher, you probably were a pitcher, weren't you?
Well,
I'm thinking you were.
yeah, I can tell you a little story. So I was on the JV, and we played at Big Springs, and I could throw pretty hard.
Yeah.
And so I think I set 2 new league records. I struck out 14, but I walked 14. I don't think we had a pitch count way back then.
We threw for about 150 pitches.
Pretty much. We got the win, though. That's all that counts.
That's pretty good. That's a pretty good story. I like it. You were a freshman, is that what you said?
Yeah, I think I was maybe a sophomore or junior. I don't know. Yeah.
So you were. Did they call you WT Wild Thing?
I'd throw them up there on the halfway on the screen, and yeah, I was pretty wild.
Or you buried down the middle.
I don't know how many I hit that day, but I hit a few too. So
some walks and had some strikeouts and
yeah.
All right, Frankie Galindo, the top of the Bulldog order, coming to the plate here at the top of the 7th. Final inning if the Bulldogs can keep their lead when the Colts come into bat. Here's the first pitch. It's called strike one. Boy caught that one down in the lower part of the strike zone.
Yeah, he did.
So 0-1 the count to Frankie.
Game going pretty quick too.
Yeah, it's a fast game, hour 24. You got 2 good pitchers. That tends to happen. That ball's going to nail him in the shoulder.
That hit him?
Yeah, I thought it hit him.
He's saying it did.
And
the umpire
saying that didn't hit
right.
you.
He didn't. He must have heard anything. The umpire, I mean. So.
All right, 1-1.
Huh, okay.
Frankie's going to first base. He said, "No, come back." It didn't hit you. That is
okay.
I wonder what Frankie said to him.
You know.
Holy cow.
So.
Called strike 2. That ball was high, and
I'm saying that pitch was 6 inches off the plate.
I'm saying it was 6 inches or more.
Right.
But Frankie must have aggravated him because on that pitch when he said that didn't hit you, Frankie said, I'm not going to see what he said because I don't know. Here's the pitch. That's the same pitch.
Yeah.
Ball 2. 2-2. Frankie steps back in. Marcelo asking for it on the outside. Here's the pitch. That's where he threw it, and good
curveball.
Curveball.
Really good curveball.
Dropped it, but he's going to throw it down to first, and that'll be out number 1 on the drop. 3rd strike.
Next up, number 2, Jet Fuentes.
So 2-3 for the strikeout, and then 2-3 throw it down.
Frankie doesn't agree with that call. I watched him back to the dugout. I'd be fired up too.
Fuentes steps in. He's 1 for 3 with a strikeout, a ground out, and a single up the middle. And he roped it up the middle earlier on the hit and run.
You know, the plate, Joey's 17 inches across. It's hard enough to hit when it's that. But
when you widen it out.
Well, when it's when it's 24 inches, that's really hard.
Yeah, it does make a difference. You got to reach.
Need a boat over to hit the ball.
Ball 2, 2-0 the count. As Yapis, the new pitcher, steps back on. He pitches from the stretch. Barcella sets up on the outer third. Here's the pitch. Curveball inside.
That almost sticked his helmet.
Ball 3 to Jason. Almost called him his dad's name.
Right. All right.
I do that a lot. The guys' dads play in all our sports. Here's the pitch, and that's too low and away, and that is ball 4 on 4 straight.
Good job by Jet, drawing 1 out walk.
All right, so here comes Jack Byers. He's 1 for 2. He's reached all 3 times. He reached on a single, a walk, and an error. And so he'll step in, and the catcher's going to call a timeout and go talk about it with this pitcher, Yapis. So Carter, Barcenas, and Skopolidis left to right. Grant Maloney remained at first. Tegan Maloney went from the bump to shortstop. Naya at second, and Martinez at third. And Barcelo, who's been catching all game long, still catching. And now we have Javier Yapis on the hill. He has, this is his first inning. He's thrown 9 total pitches so far. He has a runner down at first base after the walk. With 1 out, Byers steps back in.
We'll see if Coach Bick will put something on with Chip Fuentes. Really good speed at first.
He's got a good lead for it. Long wait. He's off and running.
Good pitch to handle.
Throw down is great, and he's out at second.
Really good throw. Really good throw by the catcher.
Yeah, Barcelo put it on the mark, and Ed had a good jump. It wasn't like
it was okay, but that pitch, that chest high pitch for a catcher is the pitch you want to handle because you're already coming out of your stance and squaring that back foot to make he's got a good arm, Barcelo does.
Yeah, he does. He threw a strike, and that is out. Number 2. So Jack stepped back in, 1-0 count. And the pitch. Strike.
Must have been just a straight steal because Jack didn't swing to protect him.
Well, he put the bunt out and he pulled it back.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
he did not swing. Here's the pitch. Swing, and he swung that time. Boy, that'd have been.
Laced that one.
Yeah, that's going to go to the fence. Byers is going to round first, go to second.
He's got 2 at least.
Yeah, he's still looking over there.
Stumbles before he gets to second, so he's going to stay there.
Hopefully he's all right. He kind of like he pulled his muscle there. He's pointing at
no.
Yeah, that's no good.
He's okay.
Oh, good.
He's okay. He was pointing down and he was going to take his stuff off.
Yeah, he's still look where he's gripping though. Hopefully he's all right.
Yeah.
Good double there. 2 out double puts him in scoring position.
Boy, he laced that.
Yeah, he ripped it. Hit it hard and got it out there into left field, and the left fielder couldn't catch up to it. All right, Pacheco steps in 1 for 2. He's been hit by a pitch. He struck out looking, and he singled. He's got a duck on the pond here. Swing and a foul ball off the right side. Out of play for strike 1.
Good pass ball by Yapis.
Yeah, Byers is okay. He's out there dancing.
Young guys.
Yeah, he just shook it off, whatever he was twinching on earlier. So Jack gets his lead. Pacheco awaits the pitch. Here it is.
Good
Called.
pitch.
Strike 2 is a good pitch, as Lee said.
Yeah, fastball right on the knees.
So Pacheco shorting up here. He's got 0-2 count with 2 down, but he's got Jack ready to come home if he can find a spot somewhere with it.
Sure would like to get that insurance run home.
Yep.
Dalen is on as far inside the line as he can get.
His toe on the back is on the inside of the line.
Yes.
Ball up high and outside. Yeah, he's. I said this earlier about one of their batters had his back toe on the front of the line.
His is on
the inside of the line.
He can't go any further inside or he's out of the box, right? Yeah, his right elbow's over the plate.
Here's the pitch, and he got it.
Good pitch.
Great pitch.
Good curveball.
Struck out looking, so the Bulldogs get 1 hit, but no runs. There were no errors, and there was 1 run. One runner left on base. So we'll go to the bottom of the 7th, final inning. If the Bulldogs can hold them off, they lead 4-2, and we're in the. Well, I don't know where we're at in the order, but I'll come right back to it. Stay right here.
When was the last time a bank asked you if you'd like to keep more of your money? At Artesia Credit Union, you pay yourself by avoiding big bank fees and all the corporate investors that go along with them. Let Artesia Credit Union help you achieve financial happiness. From home and auto loans to a working line of credit or sending your kids to college, membership is open to anyone who calls New Mexico home. Stop by the branch on 5th Street or log on to artesiacu.org. Artesia Credit Union, member NCUA, an equal housing lender.
Since 2019, Spur Energy Partners has remained dedicated to the markets we operate in, including right here in Artesia, New Mexico. We take pride in our community and strive to be responsible citizens by supporting our local economy, schools, and families. That's why Spur Energy Partners is thrilled to bring the Artesia Bulldog broadcasts to you. Wishing the Bulldogs the best of luck and safe travels. Play hard with Bulldog pride. This message courtesy of Spur Energy Partners.
All right, welcome back here to KSVP Radio and KSVPTV.com. Lee Johnson and Joby Hodling here with you. Beautiful evening here in Roswell, New Mexico. Got the twilight over the campus across from us here at New Mexico Military Institute. Beautiful evening. Coming to the plate's number 5 hitter, the first baseman, Grant Maloney. He's 1 for 2, and one of the one was a double. Here's the pitch, right down the middle, called strike 1.
Yeah, Maloney's hands are over the middle of the plate. They're all inching up there.
All right, so Usherwood has now thrown 81 pitches. That's 82. He fouls it straight back. Another fastball, isn't it?
Yes, I'm really impressed with Brant because he's been around the plate all night and changed speed on his pitches really well and work vertically up and very well. Good curveball.
Swing and a foul ball off and out to the right side, out of play on a great curveball, as Lee said. And so 0-2 the count remains. Meant
to say that you want to try as a pitcher to change the eye level of the hitter on the pitches, so moving that ball up and down. Oh, he hit that one hard.
That's a ton. And see, giving chase back there and making the play.
I think
out
he caught it. He caught it. Heck yeah, Diego Morales, outstanding, running straight away, Joby. Really a good catch. He had a beat on it the whole time. That ball was hit a ton.
Yeah, he caught it out there in front of the warning track, but he caught it on the run, over the shoulder. Made a great play.
And this is a big park, Joby. 341 down the line, 390 in the alleys, and 390 to dead center. Big ballpark.
All right, so that'll bring to the plate Rodolfo Anaya. He is 0 for 1, struck out and hit by a pitch.
Good pitch.
He'll look at strike 1 called.
Brant's just filling it up, and that's what he needs to do, make them hit their way on if they're going to get on.
He said yes quickly. Here's the pitch. Curveball over his head. Ball 1. That might have been a fastball.
It was.
It didn't break. Here's a fastball. That's why.
Good pitch. Took something off that curveball.
That was a curveball,
right.
And he took a lot off of it.
Yeah, he did.
So, after throwing that header for a fastball, and maybe. 1-2.
Good
got him
curveball again. Doubled up on that curveball. I like it.
Yeah, that was down in the end. That was one of those, what you call them, a front door curveball.
Yes.
To the right-hander, and it was a great pitch, and that gives them their final out. Coming to the plate is number 4, Noah Martinez. Noah will step in, going 1 for 2. He grounded out to to Beauregard his first at bat, and then snuck one through his second at bat, and that's high and tight for ball 1. Usherwood is this will be his 90th pitch, looking for a complete game.
Good pitch.
Whoa.
Well, he leaned on that one.
So
I guess that was a little high, maybe. That's what Frankie said.
Yeah. All right, 2-0 the count with 2 outs. Usherwood back to work. That's called a strike. That one, we'll take it. Out on that outside.
He threw that one as hard as he could. I mean, he really jerked his head hard.
2-1 the count, 2 down, and he's going to ask for Frankie to come out.
Make sure they're on the same page here.
Yeah. So they're talking about it.
I know it's not good to put the stuff up early. That's a bad
bad omen.
I'm
right
not
there.
well. I wouldn't let our players do it. So.
And what Lee's talking about, he's already closed the book. Put his pen down.
But don't jinx us again.
I would say this, Lee, to make myself. We don't have that kind of power, so don't worry.
Okay.
I'll do something like that, and Robbie will remind me.
Right.
Swing.
Oh, good
it's
pitch.
A chopper.
I don't even know how he hit that one. It really tied him up inside.
Yeah, he fought it off.
Yeah,
sure.
he did. Good job.
2-2 now the count with 2 outs. Down to their final out. Down by 2. So a lot of 2s, I'm saying. Here's the wind in the 2-2. Got him
Good
chase.
pitch. Nice
that
pitch.
That will end the ball game as the Artesia Bulldogs win here against the second-ranked New Mexico Military Institute. Colts 4-2. We're going to go to the Guy Chevrolet postgame show. When we come back, I'll have you some stats here. But the big one, 4-2 Artesia. We'll be back.
It's Chevy Truck Month at Guy Chevrolet Company in Artesia. Right now, receive 2.9% APR for 72 months on select 2025 Silverado 1500 models. Our new vehicle specialists are here to assist you throughout the entire hassle-free buying experience. We have a great selection of Chevy trucks and SUVs to choose from and look forward to seeing you here on the corner of 1st and Main in Artesia or at GuyChevy.com.
Offer ends March 31st, 2025. APR for well-qualified buyers on approved credit. Visit GuyChevy.com. Mac Energy Company is working to develop today's energy with tomorrow's technology. Technological advances in recent years have presented new possibilities for exploration. We strive to utilize these advances and stay abreast of innovative technology to ensure that our company is a forerunner in the quest for energy for many years to come. But more importantly, Mac Energy Corporation is committed to being an advocate of the communities around us. We invest in community initiatives that focus on youth, education, and innovative projects that address local issues. To learn more about Mac Energy, our affiliates, and our commitment to our youth and communities, visit us at mec.com.
It's a great time to buy a Kubota. From America's #1 selling compact tractor to zero-turn mowers and versatile RTVs. Get your perfect match delivered to your door now through June 30th. Get 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months, or up to $3,000 off an L3302 compact Kubota tractor. Now through 6/30/2025. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for more information. Visit Amigo Machinery in Roswell or see us online at amigo-machinery.com.
Home health care is health care in the comfort of your own home when you cannot care for yourself. Home care services can help someone who has chronic health issues, medical setbacks, or health impairments. J&J has the best skilled nurses and therapists for any of your special needs. So why pick a stranger to care for those you love when you can pick your beloved neighbor with over 25 years of experience? J&J Home Care is here for all your home care needs. Call us now at 575-746-2892 or visit us at jjhc.org.
Wilbanks LLC and Wilbanks Trucking Services LLC has over 37 years of experience, from 1987 to 2025 in the Permian Basin oil and gas industry. Wilbanks recently divested out of the rig moving operations to focus exclusively on providing crane services to support the growing demand in the basin. Wilbanks continues to provide quality, expert, and performance-based services to a multitude of customers, with a fleet ranging from 60-ton to 350-ton cranes and locations in Hobbs, Artesia, and Odessa, Texas. We hope that you will consider our team for projects ranging from plant builds, compressor sets, to general site build. Please call us at 575-746-6318 to find out what we can do for you. Wilbanks LLC, your regional expert in the crane world.
Okay, welcome back here to the Guy Chevrolet postgame show. As Lee Johnson and Joby Hodlin here with you, and good pitchers duel tonight. Lee, there was a couple of defensive errors, but for the most part, it's a good defensive and pitching game.
Yeah, both pitchers threw a lot of strikes and really impressive. Brant, how many pitches did he end up with? Do you?
Yeah, I'll have that. Let me look here.
That's okay. He gave up 4 hits on 2 runs. I mean, really good job. I'm really impressed.
He threw 93 total pitches.
Okay, through 7 innings. That's really good.
Yeah, his ERA 2.57. He had 9 strikeouts.
Outstanding.
2 looking, 7 swinging. Gave up those 4 hits. Only 1 base on ball. We talked about it all game long. He's right around the plate the entire game.
I think we roll. I think we rolled 2 double plays again. Could have been 3, but I mean, I'll talk to Jed about it, and we'll get that squared away.
Yeah, 2 double plays, and they had a chance for a third. You're exactly right. Well, the Bulldogs end up batting .231. They had 6 total hits, 5 one-baggers, and 1 double by Byers.
Yeah, those 2 errors by the Colts really cost them.
It did. That was the difference in the ball game.
Right.
Was that error, the one drop ball out in the outfield
in the first.
Well, I didn't call that an error,
okay.
but it could have been. He just tossed it over
right.
and got that score.
Yes.
But the big error was when the right fielder dropped the ball, and we got 2 runs scored, and Byers he ran the whole way to his credit.
Right.
And he ended up on third base.
Yeah, he wasn't lollygagging.
No. So the Bulldogs get the win. They improved to 7-3 on the season. They are the #1 ranked team. The rankings came out today on Max Preps. They went from 8th to 1st in 4A after their 3 wins over the weekend.
5-game winning streak going into
South
Albuquerque.
Pointes.
Yep, absolutely.
And that's going to be a tough one. It always is. The Bulldogs love to get in those tough tournaments. It's every team in it. There's 8 teams in it. They're all the top 10 in their divisions.
Right.
So That's always a good one. We're going to start off with Cleveland, that game at 5:30 on Thursday. I'll be up there. We'll be audio only, so tune in. It will be everywhere we're normally at. We just can't have video because of the contract they have with NFHS, but we'll be there, and 5:30, probably start the pregame about, it depends, I say 5:30, it's 5:30-ish. It depends on how the games go before. But playing at Cleveland Storm, a big 5A powerhouse, they're always pretty good in baseball, and they're in the top 10 right now. I looked at the rankings, so be another good game for the Bulldogs. And then, of course, they'll play Friday and then Saturday again. And so we'll be up there. Join us if you can. If you can go up to the games, I encourage you to go. We always have a pretty good following, so looking forward, nice crowd up there. All right, Lee, thanks. Good
Enjoyed
call.
it again.
Yeah, enjoyed it again, and thanks to New Mexico Military Institute and Jeff Gunn. He set us up here perfectly. We appreciate that. And, of course, thanks to our cameraman, Bradley. So on behalf of those guys and probably maybe back in the studio, Jeff Curtis, this is Joby Hodling saying have a great night, and we'll see you in Rio Rancho on Thursday.
Artesia High School Bulldog Sports is made possible thanks to Buckhorn Production, LLC, found